guys, Jen here with the game that's made it surprisingly hard to kick my pill addiction. Dr. Mario has been reviewed on here for the original Nintendo as well as the online version for the Wii, but I'm bringing you what I consider to be the most volatile in the series, the Classics version for the Game Boy Advance. Released in October of 2004, this was our first taste of portable Dr. Mario since the Game Boy version in 1990. Portability is amazing, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I take my SP with Dr. Mario into the bathroom and emerge 2 hours later wondering where the time went. When this Dr. Mario came to the Game Boy Advance, I felt like part of my life was over. Anytime I start it up, it guarantees that for the next 1 to 10 hours, I am useless. I can't sleep because I close my eyes and see pills dropping down on me. I guess you could say I have a problem when it comes to puzzle games like this and Tetris. I have issues putting the game down and continuing on with my normal life. I guess that's successful game design right there. Something simple that's terribly addictive. In the grand universe of Mario, we have come to accept quite a lot. A plumber who bags a princess, mushrooms that make you bigger, a giant boot to hop around in, and dinosaurs who eat apples. For some reason, as a child, the concept of Mario as a doctor was not something that I could accept. I always liked to pretend that Dr. Mario was actually Mario's other brother who went to school to be a physician. I imagine their mother saying, "Mario, why don't you and Luigi become a doctor like your older brother and make something of your life? You don't always want to be a plumber, do you?" Did I mention this game drives me crazy? I don't know who out there still doesn't know how Dr. Mario works, but for a general refresher, line up at least 3 pills of the same color on top of an appropriately colored virus. That clears a singular virus from the screen. The idea is to stack pills until nary a virus remain. I love how simple the options are. You have a level choice, speed, and the ever-important soundtracks. Although I'm a fan of Fever, Chill has its moments toward the end of the track that I love. Both sound options are pretty spectacular, but a certain madness is married to them when you hear them looped for too long. I find myself involuntarily singing songs to go with each track, something that when I catch myself doing it, I hope no one has heard me. You will never hear these songs, they are for my private time. The game design is, as it has been, solid. Earlier levels are easy to manage for any gamer, but around level 16 or 17, you hit a wall where you either magically conquer the clogged up top of the screen, or you just have a derp fest where you forget how your fingers work. Even if you can't make it to these levels and just want the glory of getting past level 20, you can choose any level from 1 to 20 and start at your leisure. One thing I was severely missing was 2-player mode, something completely viable considering the Game Link cable. I feel like this may have just been an oversight or lack of interest, or maybe Nintendo just didn't want to change up the game to be displayed on 2 screens. Whatever the reason, I still miss crushing people with my mad pill skills. There's something comforting in the simplicity of the overall game design of Dr. Mario. In a world where we are all tied up trying to get to the top of the leaderboards, it's nice to remember the simple days of bragging rights with friends. Any game that defined months of my childhood always has a welcome place on a handheld, in however many incarnations Nintendo deems necessary. Some people knit or read to unwind. I find my comfort in massive amounts of pills.